Okay, so I want to tell y'all about how my baby sister decided to like literally inconvenience my already inconvenient life further than it already was. And like please. So basically, um I am the oldest of three girls. My middle sister is like super sweet, super pure, super innocent. Like she literally is like one of those people that you just want to protect and like just, just give the world to. And then my baby sister, like she's a lot like me. Like we are very headstrong. We'll stick up for ourselves. Like we will, we'll speak up and like for ourselves all the time. And we just do what we can to like just maintain our, I guess, like just who we are as a person. Um, so we're very similar, except we're also very different because where I give like divine femininity, like womanly grace, my sister gives like wild and untamed and just like, I don't know, just like not lady like behavior. So my mom passed away a while back, and before my mom passed away, we were pretty good. Like we were not hurting for anything. Like we were pretty good off. Like we were happy. We lived a life of luxury, really. And after my mom passed away, things changed. My dad started making like foolish decisions. And then a while after that, he got into some trouble with his foolish decisions. Like he's such a loser. Oh my goodness. He got into some trouble, and with that trouble, he was approached by like, we'll call them like bounty hunter kind of men, who took it out on him for real. And basically, he became disabled, and so he doesn't work. Though I feel like he can. He just doesn't want to because he's embarrassed, like that manly pride, like of course, like just like a man, right? So, my baby sister took up the responsibility of, she's the one who goes out and she like does like the hunting and things like that to make sure that we're eating. And it's not always like the best, but like it's what it is so that we don't starve to death. And so one day she like goes out, like normal, and when she comes home, like she has like, I'm telling you, like elite spoils, like elite, like no joke, like it was I couldn't believe it because it was just like, excuse me, where'd you go? And my sister beneath me, she couldn't believe it either. Like she was literally so shocked because like like where'd you get this? How'd you get this? And so like I honestly, as she was telling my dad, like she lost me because I had never ventured that far into like the wilderness because hello, literally just a girl, why would I do that? And she went close. So basically there's like this border place, like a border situation where there's like the higher people, like the higher people lifestyle situations, and then there's the regular people. And we're regular people, but like we're not even just regular people, we're like below regular people. But I will never repeat that again because like don't tell anyone. But yeah, I'm impoverished, unfortunately, because of our circumstances and my bum of a father. So she ventured close over there, and as she was like explaining to my dad, all I heard was like danger, danger. Like, so I was off that, and me and my other sister, like, I just know that she was thinking the same thing as me because it's just like, okay, but how long till y'all can like clean and cook this? Because like, hello, we're hungry. And so my baby sister, she's real bossy, and I think that that's what gets me the most is that like she's the baby, and my dad allows her to be like ridiculously bossy because it's just like, who are you talking to? So like she's mad at me because I didn't go outside and chop wood. Excuse me, ma'am, you were already outside. Like I didn't want to go get any splinters. And again, I'm literally just a girl. So like I live a soft life, and I think she just doesn't like that. Like who's jealous of your sister having a soft life? So she's mad about that or whatever, and I'm just gonna disregard her at the end of the day because like who are you talking to? So my other sister and I were having like a whole conversation about like this dude that like wants to marry me. He wants to marry me. He wants to remove me from my impoverished life. Like he's into me like that. And so like my baby sister, after she like take her shower or whatever, she's like interrupting the conversation, and she's just giving jealousy. Like she's like, you can't marry him, blah blah blah. Like I don't know who she's talking to, but I know I'm getting engaged. So there's that. Like she's like, oh, he's just as broke as we are. But like again, she's jealous, so we left that conversation alone because I don't say anything about her and her little boo thing that be rolling around in the hay with her over there doing whatever they're doing. All I know is they better not bring a child into this house because hello, who's gonna feed it? Because hello, we're struggling already, and I can't have any other mouths taking away from me, right? So anyway, some time goes by. my sister's like, oh, well, I can sell the hide from the animal down at, like, we'll call it the marketplace. So me, her, and my middle sister, we go to the marketplace because, like, I need some new boots. My other sister needs, like, a jacket because it's getting cold. Like, she just wants a new one, and I need some new boots because, hello, I've never had to go without, and I feel like I should be able to buy something every time I want to buy something because that is what I am used to, and that is what I will have again because I'm not, this life isn't for me. Like, I am just used to a soft life, and I demand that. Like, I didn't do anything to deserve this struggle. It's not made for me. So anyway, we often run into these ridiculous people in this religious cult, and they walk around with like they're basically like little Pandora bracelets, like little silver bracelets with like these little bell things on there, and they're just so obnoxious. They're consistently like trying to show them to us. And so me and my middle sister, we have like cute little matching like bestie bracelets, but ours are like iron and they're literally better. I don't care what they say. But these weird like culty people are always trying to like explain their ideals, like, oh, can we talk to you for a minute? No, go away. And so they always put me in a bad mood because they're trying to force their ideals onto us. And it's just like, no, like, if you know, you know. Like, if a group of people are consistently trying to like make you believe what they believe, there's nothing more aggravating than that. So anyway, they always put me in a bad mood, and the only thing that was going to save this day was to go do what I needed to do. So we get to where we needed to go. My sister sells the animal hides. My other sister and I, like, we buy all the things that we want. Like, it was cool. The day went how it needed to go. So when we got back home, we had dinner. It just was what it was. Like, I mean, like, life isn't great, but it is what it is. So out of nowhere, we hear this big, loud, like sort of like roar come through, like, from outside. And then out of nowhere, like, literally, this monster of a man, like this beast, bursts into our house screaming that we're unalivers. And we're all like confused and shocked, scared. Like, I don't know what to do, but all I know is I have to protect my sister because, like, she can't do anything. Like, my middle sister, like, again, like, you have to protect her. She needs me. So I put her behind me, and I'm just making sure, because if we have to be on go, though I don't want to be, we can be on go. Like, we can go there because, again, for her. So my baby sister is like closest to like the middle of the room, kind of, and then my dad is over closer to like the kitchen area. And I don't want to get like those specific details mixed up right now, but that's kind of how I'm remembering it at the moment. So he's just, the big beastly beast is screaming, unalivers, 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 blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, we didn't do nothing. Like, we didn't do this. We don't know what you're talking about. Like, please leave, blah, blah, blah. And like, none of us know what he's talking about. And so then he starts talking about some wolf, and which was honestly insane because, like, that's literally what we just ate. And he's like, talk about a wolf. And so long story short, the wolf was the homie. We rest in peace, the homie. And by we, I mean my sister, because at this point she's like, oh, I did it. So sorry. Like, what can I, give you for your trouble? And he's like, And I'm over here like annoyed and frustrated because, like, what do you mean you did it? Like, how dare you go to that? So basically, he's one of the people who live in that part of town I told you where they were like higher up people than us. And then so she was over closer to that, and because I stopped listening to that part of the story, I don't think that I would have guessed that she unalived something that was important to him. That wolf mattered to him, okay? And she took it. So oh boy was like, basically life for a life, and he was like, so I'm taking you coming with me. And my dad, like, he's like, oh no, like, don't take her, like, she's the only one I got, blah, 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 because, again, he's a bum and, like, useless. And I'm still, like, in shock. Like, I'm standing over there, my other sister's behind me, and, like, just literally shivering, like, we don't know what to do. And my baby sister, I don't know if her thought process was, if she goes with this beast, that she's gonna have a better quality of life. But at this point in time, my immediate thought process was, she's trying to upstage me, because, again, I told you guys that I was talking about the boy who was about to propose to me. Like, I'm about to become engaged. She was trying to talk me out of it because she was jealous, and now she's going to run away with a beast. It just, something wasn't adding up with that. And so I'm like, still, like, I'm not saying anything because I'm literally confused. Like, I don't know. And so in this moment, all I'm thinking is, wow, she really is just trying to like ruin this for me. And my dad, he's over there just being his useless self, like cowering. And then my other sister, bless her heart, she's just like, you know, scared. So my baby sister, she's leaving with this man. Like, sis is like, her mind is made up, and so she's leaving. She does have like a, it seems like she has like a martyr complex in this situation, and I couldn't decide if it was like a good thing or not, because the way that she went about how she was leaving was very different. Because again, my first thought was she's trying to like upstage me in my engagement by being like basically kidnapped by a monster, whereas she starts talking about like where the rest of the money is, how to go hunting, and I don't know who she's talking to because it couldn't be me. And she's like explaining when to go hunting and whatever, and she's like explaining these things really quickly, and then she out of nowhere tells me that I can't marry old boy because apparently his family like is real screwed up. Like his dad be like on his mom, so they're like in a whole DV situation, and she apparently was like trying to protect me from that. Like she didn't want me to like deal with that, and she said something along the lines of like bruises are easier to hide than poverty or something like that. I don't know. It might have been the other way around. And so then I'm like, oh, so she was just trying to protect me. Well, you should have just said that instead of sounding like a little jealous brat, because again, she was like super nasty about the whole conversation earlier when she interrupted it and was just like, no, no, no. So again, I'm still in shock, and my sister, she leaves, and then I'm confused because like what just happened. And then my dad is like beside himself because like I know that his first thought had to be like, oh man, like what are we gonna do now? Because again, like my baby sister, she was the one who went outside and did all the things, and like look at me, do I look like I can go outside and do any of those things? But now I'm getting irritated because I'm thinking about it again, because like I'm about to have to do manual labor. Like I'm about to have to start doing some stuff that I'm not used to doing. Like I am a lady, this is not for me, and I have to do it. So now I have to go, and I will come back and tell y'all how life went like when my sister left, like because it just continued to just go down the drain. Okay, and so yeah, whatever, bye.